up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, honey. We are down here to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I actually wanted to go by the Starbucks real quick. I meant to make my coffee this morning and I did not. So, that's RHOP. We'll talk about that after I talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. All right. So go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Oh, happy Halloween. I am me for Halloween. I'm a witch. Okay. Are you scared? Okay. Boo. All right. Love and Marriage Huntsville was pretty good. We saw, Keke make an appearance. I love the way that, what's the lady's name? Mel introduced her like my friend Kiki. She did not introduce her as Letitia's cousin, I guess, so it won't sting as much as they're sitting there talking about their situation. I was actually proud of Kiki. I read somewhere last night, I saw a glimpse. I didn't even like click on it or anything like that. But basically, Kiki shared with us that she had an addiction, and that is what the information that Letitia and Marshall shared with the Holtz at the time. They shared with them, I guess, when I don't know if she was coming over, but she steals pills, basically. That's how addicted she was. And you know what? I think what was really important for everyone to see is how people will take what you're ashamed about and use it to be like, well, I'm gonna tell everybody. Like, I'm gonna tell everybody. Or I'm gonna let everybody know that you were addicted. Like, when you have those shame stories and somebody, especially somebody close to you, shares your shame story, that is a act of betrayal. To me, it's an act of betrayal that you cannot come back from. Because if somebody is reveling in your misfortune or your pitfall or something like that, they're not family, they're not friends, they're not somebody you want, they're a stranger. Make them a stranger, because you don't get to laugh at my misery. You don't get to laugh at my pain. I stepped back from a friendship where I found out a friend that I had for so long was reveling in my pain, was sharing my shame story with other people. And a complete stranger comes up to me and tells me the person you think is your confidant is not. You know why? Because here's what I know about your business. And she told me on a ride to a showcase. So flippant to just share your personal business with a stranger. And this person is somebody that you've known for your life, for half of your life at that point. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, cousin or not, related or not, girl, we cool. We don't have nothing to say. Because if you're running around, you and your husband, sharing my shame story with people who are not in our family or not in our, circle, whatever, no, you don't get to do that. You won't get to do it again. You know what I'm saying? You won't get to do it again. I think this shit look like I got a highlighter on my nose, and I keep touching my nose, baby, but it's just natural. Anyways, Mighty Mouse and Kimmy, they're sitting there having a conversation about, the title company and them being the only black title company in the area in up and coming Huntsville, Alabama. If you listen to Kimmy when she was talking about underserved communities, she didn't refer to those communities as a black woman as minorities, right, Tiffany? Anyone else notice that? Oh yes, that Kimmy referred to underserved communities as Our community is underserved, and Tiffany called it minorities, right? It's almost like she separated herself, and that's fine. That's fine. I don't like the term minority, and so when she said it to me, I was just like, girl, where do you belong? But it's okay. No one said we would do anything differently at the little comeback group 3.0, the re comeback group. We are responsible for who we bring in our circle. You guys are responsible for your yak face brother, Mark. Yeah. Yeah. I got a mouthful to say about him. Wait till I get to that yak built motherfucker. I knew it would happen. They don't know this guy. He is unreasonably crazy. Honestly, if you knew this is the part that made me want to vomit. If you knew that you have a sibling who is unreasonably crazy, who's bullheaded, who doesn't listen, who's just, why would anyone hook him up with Van? One, if you didn't hook them up and they came together on their own, why wasn't she warned? I was so disgusted listening to brothers describe the adjectives that they used to describe their brother, and nobody thinks it's odd that this man is in relationship with a person. He was actually married. Is this the brother that was married to the girl who was over Kimmy's house and was like, girl, yes, yeah, your ex-sister-in-law? Like, I don't understand why you guys, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. If you know this man is this way, and his personality, he doesn't even seem to have a personality that's suitable for partnership, let alone marriage. I was like, this guy is crazy. And listen to how his family members are describing him. And I thought to myself, this is lovely. I'm so glad that yak came on television, because now the world can have he gave his own Yelp review. And every woman should see this. Every woman should see this man on TV describing himself and telling you how he would act if you denied him. He's acting like this because a relationship was denied. He's acting like this. This man is unsuitable for any intimate relationships with any woman. Any woman. And I mean that. Like, I mean it. Integrity as an adult brother, a friend. It changes how people look at y'all. Actually, what Kimmy said to Mighty Mouse is a conversation that black men need to have with their raggedy ass black friends and anyone in their black ass circle. You as brothers, as adults, as friends. It's funny that they think that Wanda is controllable, but this yak isn't. May I have a grande dirty chai double with oat milk? Yeah. With 2 pumps of brown sugar at 180 degrees, please. Sorry, can you repeat that? Okay, a grande dirty chai double with oat milk, 2 pumps of brown sugar at 180 degrees. No, that's all. Thank you. Okay. Seriously. No, seriously. It changes how people look at you when, especially like, and I don't think they necessarily care, but if you have a guy in your circle who misbehaves, whatever the misbehavior looks like, and y'all don't say anything because you do understand that people are not controllable, but for some reason women are able to be controlled. Like Wanda, oh, you could talk to Wanda, But you can't talk to that yak over there. You can't talk to him because he's unreasonable. He's bullheaded. He's stubborn. Like all of these words that don't make for a good partner in any situation. I wouldn't even partner with him to do a double dutch. Okay? Nothing. 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 I wouldn't do nothing with that man. Do you, like, I was so disgusted and I was so happy that Kimmy said, this is your brother. He's acting like this. Y'all not going to say nothing? Nothing. But you expect Wanda, you expect Tisha to say something to Wanda because in your mind you feel like women are more controllable than men. That's what the bottom line of that is. It's a different scenario. That's a mother defending a daughter. In the Yaks situation, that is him defending himself. What did he need defending? And another thing, and I'm glad that yak mentioned it. Oh, you want to look good for your church folk. Miss Van, I don't give a damn what you say. You was up there fucking that yak. I don't care. And you're a grown ass woman. You're a grown woman and you don't want nobody to know. You over 50 years old. If you're not married and fucking, who cares? You're not going to hell. And fuck them people in that church that got something to say about it. Because I'm sure the pastor ain't up to any good. And neither is his wife or the deacon or the lady sitting in the front pew. Okay? So y'all acting like you want to be all like this because you're afraid of what the church folk might say. So you sit on stage and lie and call this man, and the truth is, I wouldn't want to tell anybody. I'm sure there are more women who will deny that yak than claim him. And that's y'all problem. If you are fucking a man you can't claim, stop fucking him. Okay? If you're fucking a nigga that you can't not sit on a grand stage and be like, oh yeah, we did have an intimate relationship. Yeah, we had an intimate. We're grown. We're grown. If you a grown ass over 50 white ass woman sitting on a damn couch with a dress on and your makeup on and you gotta lie about a relationship. Cause you're not driving 5 to 6 hours for a friend. You're not paying your friends child support payments. I mean, when he said buying airplane tickets, friends buy airplane tickets all the time. That's not a big deal. But girl, you sitting up there lying. You look even more stupid lying with your big ass up there. Your big ass at your big ass age. And you don't have babies and stuff. And you up there lying because of some church folk? Fuck them people. Honey, because they show is fucking and ain't married. Girl, give me a break. That shit is weird to me. Try to make an effort. I thought it was funny when he knocked her pins over on the thing. She was like, okay, get out of here. He was like, I was already leaving. She was like, all right, bye, Maurice. And he knocked her pins over. I thought that was funny. Anyways, so yeah, that's how I feel about that. Melody and Keke. Keke shares with us what happened, right? First Melody tells her what happened at Madonni. The police got called. She starts telling her what happened. Melody says, don't think you won't have to answer for your actions. I know that's right. I'm pulling up on you, okay? I'm up here. I'm in your face. Now what, lady? You little short, stout lady. You little tea kettle. What you got to say now? Built just like a tea kettle. Shit. Okay, hold on. Oh, she leaving? Okay, good. And I didn't ask this heifer the last time to use my points. I mean my stars the last time. I wish y'all could see this girl. She looks like Robin from Potomac. Maybe you'll see her when I pull off. Y'all can't see her. She really does. Thank you. Oh, you can't see her. I was trying to get her to see if she would turn her face around. She really looked just like Robin Dixon. Karen Dixon. I ain't forgot, bitch. I ain't forgot. Heifer. Okay, so So Kiki and Melody are talking, right? And hold on, let's go. And they're having their little conversation. It was weird because it felt like Melody, I think Melody is too aware of the cameras. I think she's in her producer head. Um because the way that she was talking, like it wasn't like she was talking to, like, telling, she was leaving details out. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, what is she, like, I don't know why the way that she was telling the story, it just felt like she was aware that this is going to be replayed, so she was mindful about how she described what happened. But I'm glad that she said, don't think you won't have to answer for your actions. And that's with anybody. What you got to say now? What you got to say now? So she said they got together with the comeback group and they talked about having boundaries on social media. On social media. Drink every time they say social media on Love and Hip Hop Huntsville, child. It's a mess. She said, don't say anything about my children, and I won't say anything about yours. Everybody's somebody's child, okay? Everybody is somebody's child. So that is never gonna work, right? Because and the thing is, if you think about it, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to think about it. I don't think that Melody has ever really came for Wanda. I think that she comes for Wanda after Wanda comes for her, because Wanda is coming for her because Wanda is defending Letitia. Because because from my perspective, and like I said, I'm not really in the vortex, the Love and Marriage Huntsville vortex. So y'all tell me, does Melody still throw shots at Letitia to the point where Letitia would go and confide in her mom and then her mom defend her? So y'all let me know, does that happen? Because from my perspective, I don't see, is there a reason for Wanda to keep coming at Melody? I don't think she likes Melody. I don't know why. I just don't think she likes her. Maybe it's because of the relationship between her and Tisha. Who knows, girl? Who freaking knows? I know they had to clean this park up, honey, because when I tell you, it was so many people at the park yesterday. I don't know that they had a tournament, but it was people parked on the grass. It was so many. Oh my God, it was so many people. So many people yesterday. Okay, so let's drink our latte. Okay. So she says, it's tricky because that's my aunt, right? She's like, that's my aunt. But, her and Tisha, we had our little blow up. And then she was like, girl, what happened, girl? You had a blow up what? She was like, yeah, girl. So that was when they showed the flashback when she was about to say something about Marshall. And everybody noticed it. The entire family almost ripped her arms out of her socket, pulling on her shoulder to get her to shut up. Whatever she was about to say. Because he said, well, I'll tell your business, basically. So whatever her business was, but I did see something online. Like I said, I did not click on it. That said that Marshall that said that Kiki is lying about her story. That's not the story. So I remember y'all was saying in the thing, oh, she had bed bugs. What was the other thing? I think some people thought addicted. I think some people thought she was addicted to like she might have been on drugs. Painkillers is a motherfucker. And you know what? And to be honest, they're highly addictive pain medication. And you know how many people are in pain? Like the way that this society works, you to the bone, where you're rising and grinding and doing all that shit, you're going to be in pain. And so we already know what the story is about how these people are getting access to these pain medications. So somebody is going to develop a dependency on these pain medications, and their tolerance level is going to rise, and therefore they're going to need more pain medicine. And if they don't get their pain medicine, it's a problem, because the people are in pain, and now she had, built up a tolerance, and now she's addicted. And she said she started stealing people's pain medication, right? They won't notice, but the people started to notice. Now, the way that she was telling the story, I felt like I believed her. Y'all let me know, because Marshall can come out and he thinks that he has the benefit of the doubt as a man to come out, and I don't give men the benefit of the doubt, because we live in a society that when a man speaks, everyone automatically believes him. So in this case, I'm going to give the person who had the experience, the person who's telling the story, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. The person telling the story. Yeah. And it's a story about her, right? It's not a story about anybody else, to where I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt on a story about somebody else. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt on a story she's telling about herself, versus someone I've seen glimpses of his character. I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I will believe a person addicted to pain medication and coming off of pain medication, I believe their story over a contractor, whatever he does, build or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Why would they use that in a way to like blackmail me? And that's true. You don't, I'm not rocking with you. Yeah, we family or whatever, but we're strangers. You won't be able to, honey. You won't know shit about me. Okay? The Scott brothers, they get together. Strong-willed, headstrong. Scott times 20. So he's 20 times. We think that Mighty Mouse and Marshall are horrible. Some of y'all might think they're great. I think a lot of people can agree that we think they're like male chauvinists, teetering on misogyny. You know what I'm saying? They have a particular view of men and women that is very archaic and outdated. And those views never serve women. We see it over and over again. We have, hundreds of years of evidence to support that. But they say he's 20 times worse. We don't want to poke the bear. We want it to be low impact. So we're just going to toss suggestions. We don't want to make it worse. Well, Marshall goes, it will make it worse. So almost as though there's no talking to someone like that. What happened with the incident? He asked them what happened with the incident at Madonni. We just got a little scuffle about something about Wanda and Mel, about stuff on social media, right? And, social media is really amping up. He says, well, you popped off at the mouth. He said, well, I didn't pop off at the mouth until somebody said something about me. I say stuff about my stuff. I'm not talking about y'all stuff. I'm talking about my stuff. Did you post something that said I dated Van? I did. He said he was talking to Kiowa. I said, wait, that name sounds familiar. Kiowa is Mighty Mouse's ex-wife. Oh. What y'all talking about? What y'all? I said, Kiowa. I said, wait. I literally was like, Kiowa. I said, that's this nigga's ex-wife. Why are y'all on the live? Why are y'all on a public platform? The ex-wives of, the ex-husbands of, talking about, girl. Kiowa, I got your number, girl. I got your number. I got Kiowa's number. What you on the thing with that yak for? And what about, honey? They're talking about the reunion. Were we friends? Girl, it was so funny to me when they were like, okay, so you was driving 5 to 6 hours staying the night. Don't you go to his house? She drives there too, Melody. She drives there too. Yeah, so you driving six. He said, you driving 5 to 6 hours? Yeah, that's a relationship. Looking down like, yeah, it is a relationship. It is a relationship. But we know how people do. Oh, that's just my friend. That's just my friend. No, y'all fucking. We know y'all are fucking. We know it. Because you're not doing all those things. Sorry, Van. And if you are, let me tell you something. And if you are paying a nigga's child support, and if you are buying plane tickets, and if you are driving 5 to 6 hours, and then he turns out to be the way he is, I wouldn't claim him either, right? I would say, oh, we're just friends. Because who would want to claim that Frigidaire built anyways, I don't have nothing else to say about that. Yak. I was like looking at him. I was so disgusted. I was like, who is partnering with a man like this? He deserves no woman. He deserves to be sitting in front of his computer, looking at his phone, tapping pictures and jacking off to the porn. Yes, that's what he deserves to be doing. He doesn't deserve partnership. The way that they described him and then the way that he did, I was like, oh, I'm so glad you sitting on this park bench with your toes out, girl. Show everybody who you are. Talk. Say the things, right? Child support payments. Are you just coming over driving 5 to 6 hours for my friendship? Well, you're hurting someone that didn't do anything to you. No, she did do something to him. She denied him. He wants to be claimed. Yeah. That baby Huey yak built motherfucker wants to be claimed. That bitch ass nigga wants to be claimed. Because he knows the way that he really behaves, the person who he really is, nobody's going to claim him. So he's mad. He's mad. You trying to save church face. We already talked about that. They described what he's doing online as distasteful and disgusting. He says, if you gonna fight me, pack a lunch. Because he's in for the long haul. He don't ever get tired. So he's the kind of nigga that will antagonize and keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. He said, pack a lunch. So listen to him. Even if you are justified, this is dolphin face. Even if you are justified, what you're doing is wrong. Now where you are, like now the arena that you're stepping in is wrong. Relationships get denied every day. Yeah, especially with a nigga like that. So I understand if you didn't want to be assigned to a man like that, and maybe you didn't want the church girls to know that you was fucking a nigga. You had your ass tooted up in the air, Miss Vanessa, Miss Van. You had your ass up in the air for that nigga there. That raggedy ass. How did they describe him? Unreasonable, strong-willed, headstrong, poking a bear. They have to come in low impact. This is the type of nigga you was paying child support payment. Yeah, that's what you didn't want. What she's getting right now. That's why she didn't claim you. That's why she didn't claim you. Because I'm giving her the blues. Girl, it's hurting your brother and his family. I'm not the bigger person. I'm not sensitive to women. He said, like y'all. And if they call that what Marceau and Maurice do is sensitive to women, and he's saying he's not sensitive to women. I really, truly, 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 truly want a backstory on their upbringing. I want to know their mama and daddy. I want to know who their peers were when they went to college. I want to know how the minds of these brothers developed. I really want to know. I really want to know. He says, I can be disrespectful. And listen, he goes, if you are disrespectful with me, I'm going to get disrespectful with you. And remember, you got to pack a lunch. The trick with that, with these types of weird ass, unreasonable, yak built niggas, is they can deem anything they want as disrespectful and then start coming after you. And you're like, what'd I do? Well, you were he can whatever he wants, Then he has, in his mind, he has a right to come after you if what you did was disrespectful. When I tell you that man reminds me so much of my cousin, he reminds me so much of my just unreasonable bull. I think is he a Taurus? Yeah, he's a Taurus. Bullheaded, just unreasonable. If you look to correct him in any way, he turns into a fucking hurricane, a natural disaster. Yes. Unreasonable, doesn't listen, disrespectful, unreasonable, but can't even support his fucking self. Latasha and Madonni they go out. Letitia and Madonni, they go out. They sit down. They look so colorful, so beautiful. Letitia looks so, when I tell you, Letitia looks so bright and beautiful in that dress. And what's the girl? Madonni, she looks so pretty in that green. They look beautiful. Just to sit up there to just be talking shit the whole time. I was like, oh, y'all some miserable bitches. I said, oh, look at Letitia. She really talking about Mel. So see, this is what's going to happen. See, this is what Mel has to do. Ignore her. Ignore Letitia. Because she says these things and then she says she doesn't say anything. She says these things and then she says she doesn't say anything. And then the mama comes after you. And then you got to go after the mama. And then it comes back to her and she's like, don't talk about my mama. Your mom was protecting you. But let's get to it. Everything has been interesting. We got into a bit of trouble. When I go visit Moses, I just want to chill. And he wants her to act like a wife. He wants her to be a maid. She just wants to be a mattress, right? But he wants her to be a maid. Right. And she wants to go and just lay up. He wants her to cook. Girl, he's not understanding. Oh, so you want to do the wife thing, right? You want to play that role all over again, right? I don't want to cook on the weekends. I ain't trying to cook. So are you going to look at that as a red flag where this man understands that you are a single parent taking care of your child, and when you don't have to take care of your child, you want to rest? But he doesn't want you to rest. He wants you to work for him now. Yeah. Yeah, you gonna sign up for that? Why? So you can have a penis in proximity? So you're gonna sign up for that, right? Because he's already telling you that I don't give a damn that you're a single parent, right? And that you are a single parent to not a teenager, but a toddler, right? A baby. And when you're not with that baby, you want to rest and relax. And he doesn't want you to rest and relax. He wants you to cook for him. To me, that is a signal that he is selfish. So, but you probably still over there sucking his dick. So it's whatever. Whatever y'all want to sign up for, honey. Madonni. Whatever happened at Madonni, it wasn't supposed to be about that. It brings negativity to the brand. It's my bread and butter. Yeah, you were not minding your business that day. You weren't. When people come and start things, I don't know whose people. I don't know who she's talking about. The police were called. If it was their place, they would have had, I don't know who she's talking about. If it was their place, they would have had another response. I have no clue who she's talking about. Well, you got a nice bag, you got the Gucci bag. Well, that was for show. That's what Letitia said at first. It was for show. But them showing up put me in a funk. And people think I had an attitude for no reason. The fact is, you don't have enough emotional intelligence to put your priorities in order, right? Being in reacting to melody is not a priority. Your business should be your priority. The way that you make your money should be a priority over a bitch in a bob. But you're not there yet, and you admit to not being there yet. And hopefully you're working on that. Because for you to be in that space where the whole episode was at your place of business and you didn't do a thing but sit there with your arms like this, mad. And then run out after somebody and then like tell them, I should have did you like I did Letitia, but you didn't. So now you talking like it was just a mess. It wasn't your best moment, Destiny. It really wasn't. Letitia said, how'd I get into it? How'd I get into it? She said, I am the moment. You're at my spot. Well. The only thing we talked about was how your attitude was fucked up the whole time. You didn't command the attention. You didn't demand the attention. You didn't. You let everybody else come in and run a fucking circus around you. You allowed that at your place of business. Because you were so mad. You were so mad. Girl. She said Martell called her and apologized the next day. Letitia told her, don't hold your breath with Melody calling to apologize. Just forget it. Destiny says, you can't get an apology from people who don't think they did anything wrong. When she keeps saying people, Melody was doing the same thing. I'm trying to figure out, is that a way to kind of be dismissive, to not say the person's name, or to like, because it's like very passive aggressive to say, because some people, and it's like you're talking about a specific person, but you're using people who, like, so tell me, is that a way to be dismissive and not say the person's name? Or is it a way to be just passive? I don't understand what it is. I don't understand why people do that. I met with Stormy at her warehouse. Did she explain why she got you such an expensive gift? She said she bought it right after the Galentine. I told her that in her face, that I was not going to be a charity case. When I tell you that is a sheer projection, how do you think that a businesswoman coming to you, giving you a Gucci bag to say, we're good, right? Because this is culture here. Girl, I want us to be good, so I'm going to give you a Gucci bag. How do you translate that as to being charity? A charity case. And then she mentions her not putting her product in her store. Why would she? What? Why would I? The way that she talking about she came correct, she wasn't received correctly. If you felt she came correct, bearing gifts and saying, I know we're not in the best place, but I'm here to support you. I want us to be good. I got you this. And you're like, with your fan, girl. And now you want some stuff in your store. No, I'm not putting nothing in your store, girl. You showed your ass. We need to get Mel and Destiny on a place where they can be cordial. We agreed to set boundaries in social media. She says that she thinks her mom and Mel play a part. I was with Mel. Oh no, what was that? Was that Mel saying that Letitia acts like she doesn't see what's on social media? Or she'd be like, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I didn't see when she called you up. Yes, you did. Because you on there just as much. You act like you're not on there, but you on there, home girl. My mom is who I'm worried about. Her not, keeping the boundaries together. She doesn't think that her mom, because she's not controllable. Nobody's controllable. People are going to do what they want to do. That's why, since people can do what they want to do, and you don't have any control over your mom, then you should not be able to tell me what I can and cannot say back to your mother when she says something to me. Because you're not going to control my response to your mother's terrorism. You're just not. And if we can't be friends, then so be it. Letitia and Mel are not friends, and everybody knows it. So we're not going to act like there's a level of respect that is deserved to Wanda. Girl, you talk cash money shit. Your daughter acts like she doesn't know. Your daughter's not telling you no. So you are going to have to answer for your actions. And that's just what it is. At Letitia's daughter's party, they having the family in the park. They left the cake in the car. I was like, girl, I don't understand. Wanda shows up late and she's like, y'all sang happy birthday without me. Yes, you were late. We're not waiting for you. It's not your fucking birthday. Ironically, I have another cousin who happens to be the sibling of the cousin that reminds me of Mark Scott. God damn. She's late to everything. Late, always late. And then acting like somebody should wait for you and your lateness to be honored by your greatness. No. I don't know how many times, oh, I will be there at 1 o'clock and don't show up to 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So you saying we should have waited for you to sing happy birthday to our grandmother? You think we should have waited to sing happy birthday to our daughter and you showing up late? No, you don't, what? I don't understand. I've never understood people who are disrespectful to the community, to the time of the community. If your community says we are going to sing the matriarch of our family, we are going to sing her happy birthday at this time, and you show up 6 hours later and then be like, oh, y'all didn't wait for me to cut the cake. What? Girl, if you don't go home, get the fuck out of here, and then start packing up food and stuff. Girl, a mess. A fucking mess. We need to go over here and talk to Wanda off to the side, right? You want to talk about people's baby daddy? Well, let's talk about who was your last baby daddy, right? We need to be clear with Wanda. We need to set boundaries. Wanda does not have to listen to y'all. That's the thing. And she doesn't respect y'all enough. She doesn't respect her daughter enough. She told Mighty Mouse, no, she told Marshall, don't touch her. Don't touch me. And then he ended up picking her, but don't touch me. I don't have no love for you. I don't like you. I have a love-hate relationship with you. I don't like you. She says, I'm all for the mess, honey. Let's get it started. She is that type of person. She sits up, and social media is perfect for people who gossip, right? She believes, and Wanda is that type. If I see it on social media, I'm going to repeat it. I'm not going to give it any thought. I'm not going to see if it's true. I'm just going to repeat it. And that's what it is. That's what it is. Bonita Betrayal, honey. Talking about, you ain't heard it from me. What she used to say? But you ain't heard it from me. She says, Melody tries to say I can't talk right. She tries to say I'm hooked on phonics. So I got shit to say about her. That's what I'm saying. It's like you can't say who's right, who's wrong. These are two adult women going back and forth, right? You don't talk about the kids. Mel said she pulled up on you. You wanted to fight the lady. You ran up behind her. Looked like Van pushed Mel out the way. It was a mess. Don't talk about me. I won't talk about you. And don't put your hands on me. You know I cuss all the time. We cuss at y'all all the time. It's the way I talk. Well, it's because we have love for each other. I don't have love for you. She told him. I don't have no love for you. I really don't. You don't have to back me up. No one is going to run me over, but the kids are off limits. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I could do it. He said, well, he said something about, it's like telling a toddler. I don't know. He gave some analogy of trying to get a toddler to do something. And then she was like, who's the toddler? He goes, it's an analogy. The toddler is your mother in the analogy, right? It's an analogy. Like when he did that, she goes, who's the toddler? It's an analogy. Okay, so who's the toddler in the analogy, dummy? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why we be looking at you, Tisha, like you're less than smart. He called her old snake eyes. Everything is beautiful. And then he picks her up and then it ends. And we can see what's going to happen next week. And that was the end of the episode. I was going to talk about love and marriage. Real Housewives of Potomac. But I think I could talk about that in a sec. Girl, hey, girl, y'all saw the camera just drop. Anyway, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let me know what you thought about the episode. Let's get down in the comments. Peace. I got one more video.